So in the last class, I explained you about the complex number. Okay. So I explained what is complex number, in what form it will be written. So definitely complex number is written in the form of a plus ib. Now in exercise 1.4 we have a question. Write the real and imaginary part of the following complex number. Definitely this will be 1 mark question only. So it is very simple that we know that this is in the form of a plus ib. So this is only real number, hence 3 is the real part and 5i is the imaginary part. So real part is 3 and imaginary is 5i. So imaginary part is 5i and the real part is 3. So that's all. This will be 1 mark question only. So sometimes we have 4 minus i. 4 minus i. Actually, a real number should be in the form of a plus ib. That means here the positive sign should be there, no negative sign. It should be positive sign only. So therefore, what I can write this one as 4 plus of minus i. 4 plus of minus i. See, plus into minus, minus I. So thereby what happens now, when I write 4 plus of minus I, this will not get disturbed. It will disturb agalla, and we get in the form of a plus ib. We get in the form of a plus ib. This will not get disturbed and it will get in the form of a plus ib. See, plus into minus, minus I. So definitely this is the form of a minus 4 minus I. So if I write 4 plus of minus I, we get a is equal to 4, a is equal to 4 and b is equal to what? Here those number is given means it is understood as 1. So minus I can be written as minus 1 into I. Minus 1 into I. So minus into plus, 1 into I is I, minus sign as it is only. Hence I can take b as 1, that too negative sign it is. So therefore b will become minus 1. So very clearly real part is 4 and imaginary part is minus I, or you can write minus 1i. Minus 1i, both one and same only. Yes, please copy down these two. Yes, sir. We have third question, fourth as well as the fifth question. The third question is 3i. That means it is not in the standard form. To make it standard form, what I can write? This I can write it as 0 plus 3i. I can write 0 plus 3i because real part is not there. I have taken real part as 0 because 0 plus any number is 0 itself only. 0 plus any number is 0 itself only. So I have taken 0 plus 3i. So here very clearly 0 is the real number. Real number is what? 0. Imaginary number is how much? 3i. So you can write 3 also. 3i is the imaginary part. Sorry, and we speak about the part is it also part. Similarly, 6 is not in the standard form. It is not in the form of complex number. 6 it is not in the form of complex number. So what I will write 6 as 6 plus 0i. Because 0 into I is 0. 0 into I is 0. 0 plus 6 will be 6 itself only. So now when it should not disturb the given number and it should be in the form of complex number. So very clearly I have real part. Real part is 6. You real part of the very part of the RP of the very part real part is equal to 6. Imaginary imaginary part is 0i. So very clearly in this question this is the standard form only. This is in the form of a plus ib. But here what happened? I should have plus sign and have a negative sign. So what best I can write is 2 by 3 plus of minus 4 by 5i. So very clear, a is what? A is what? A is the real part. So real part is equal to 2 by 3. Imaginary part you should take with negative sign minus 4 by 5i. This is how we need to find the real part as well as imaginary part. Okay, this will be asked for 1 mark question. Mention the real and imaginary part anteli keltare. Yes. Yes, algebra on complex numbers. So algebra on complex numbers means what? It is nothing but algebra here in the sense it is the addition of complex numbers. It is the subtraction of complex numbers. It is the multiplication of complex numbers. It is the division of complex numbers. Algebra means you have to apply the fundamental operations on the complex number, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. What happens if 2 or more than 2 complex number added? Will it get the complex number or will get the some other thing? What happens if 2 or more than 2 complex numbers are subtracted? Or if they are multiplied, what happens? If they divide, what happens? Whether we get the complex number or not. Now where we go. First one, in this we will take algebra of complex number. First you can take addition. Addition. First we will take addition of complex number. See what happens with the addition of complex number. See, if 2 or more than 2 complex numbers, if they added, we'll get the complex number only. Okay, when, if you want you can write that when 2 or more than 2 complex numbers, write down, when 2 or more than 2 complex numbers, when 2 or more than 2 complex numbers are added, when 2 or more than 2 complex numbers are added or subtracted, when 2 or more than 2 complex numbers are added, we get complex number itself. When 2 or more than 2 complex numbers are added, we get the complex number itself. See, for example, let Z1, generally the complex numbers are denoted by Z. If it is first complex number, Z1, second complex number, Z2, third complex number, Z3. So complex numbers are denoted by Z. Okay, Z1 is the first complex number. Z2 is the second complex number. Let Z1 is equal to 3 plus 4i is the first complex number. And Z2 is another complex number. Z2 is another complex number. So let Z1 be a complex number of 3 plus 4i and Z2 is the complex number of 2 plus 3i. I told you that complex numbers are denoted by Z. Complex numbers are denoted by Z. So both I cannot write Z. ಎರಡನ್ನೂ Z ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದು Z ಅದು Z ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Since I have taken first, this I will write it as Z1, that is the first complex number. Since I have taken 2, I will write this as 2, that is second complex number Z2. So when I add these two complex numbers, what happens? When I add these two complex numbers, Z Z1 plus Z. That means addition of two complex numbers. What is first one? 3 plus 4i plus 2 plus 3i. Or this I can write it as 3